Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing this evening? Wait, why am I warping into reality all of a sudden? Reality. Stop it. I don't have time for this. I'm in my hot tub and I'm staying in my hot tub. Let's see if we can get a bit more light. Doom screen's really dark. Oh, Jesus, I look really bright now. Hang on. We're figure this out. God, I look washed out as hell. Hang on. Let's just... There we go. Oh, that's a bit better. Hello, everyone. How are you this evening? I hope everybody's ready for the weekend. It's great having you here. So, on Wednesday, after a little bit of turmoil, I managed to complete Sigil. Hey, Loser Corner, what's up, man? It's great always having you here. Hey, Bite Fire, happy Friday to you too, sir. Or ma'am, I don't actually know. Yeah, so I hope everyone's ready for the weekend. I get to have a long one since my birthday's on Monday, and work gave it to me off because we're not very busy at work right now anyway. Ah, sweet. I knew it. It's dangerous assuming genders on Twitch. So anyway, yeah. I finished Sigil after a little bit of turmoil and a little bit of buggery at the end there. But we have completed that, and we're on to Doom 2. And remember, I'm doing a pistol start, no save, ultra violence run. And in all my years of playing Doom, and I've played Doom plenty of years, I've never actually pistol started the game. Ever. There hasn't been a single point where I pistol started this game. So, I am excited to see how far it goes and how well it goes. I'm only on map 6 so far, but the early Doom 2 levels are pretty much a cakewalk whether you're pistol starting or not. I was a little bit surprised at some of the challenge episode 4 of Ultimate Doom was with just pistol starting, but I feel like Doom 2 never had levels as hard as that. So, with that, I feel like it's no point daddling. I think we just get right back into it, shall we? Alright, so we're on map 6, which is the Crusher. Oh, I pissed off the Big Mama. Oh, right, there's a Revenant here. This is the first Revenant you see in the whole game. This must have been confusing as shit for anyone playing Ultra Violence at the first go. They were like, what the hell is that? You're technically right, Loser Corner, but the point I would make is, on Twitch where I can't see anybody, I make an assumption no matter what I do. I have nothing visually to go by. So it's even more of a minefield. Oh, okay, there was somebody else. I was like, I feel like there was another dude in here. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's see if I can not get hit by her before I throw the switch. We're just gonna hide over here. There's no point being brave. Alright? If I have a Crusher that'll do the job for me, there's no point being brave. I gain nothing by bravery. Are they stuck there? Is there a monster wall there? Because I feel like there's plenty of room. Oh. The Crusher doesn't kill the Spider Mastermind in one go. Did you guys know that? I probably technically did know that, but just forgot it. Where's all my imps at? Does this level have a berserk? I'm getting kind of low on ammo here. Man, do I want that supercharge? Yes, I do. F it. Let's see. I believe I heard the door open in here, so I can probably get some more ammo this way. Are the enemies deaf? Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they must be. I can see an arm, which means he was literally just standing there, like, watching his friend get shot and going, well, sometimes you just get shot. And then his friend dies, and he goes, what are you gonna do? Because, okay, he's deaf, can't hear the gunshots, but I think he'd be like, man, why did Charlie just, like, arm explode off? Pretty sure that's not a thing that usually happens to people. I feel like we should look into why Charlie's arm blew off. I mean, isn't that just a polite thing to do for our friend and comrade? No? Okay. Alright, let's... Oops. I gotta wait for it to go back up now. I was gonna say, let's try and kill some imps. Now I'm wondering if I had the ammo for it. I should have the ammo for it. Perfect. Although there's definitely at least one more hanging around here. Goodbye. Alright. Woohoo! Plasma gun! Probably an overkill for this level, but I got it. I'ma use it. Especially since I don't exactly have a lot of other ammo options lying around. That's almost cruel, too. It's like freaking shotgun guys like, hey, I'll get him. Roasted. Yeah, this weapon feels like it was a little overpowered for this level. I think we've overdone it slightly. I don't know why I thought I could open that. That was a little silly of me. But at least now I'm sitting on a lot more shotgun ammo, which makes me much more comfortable to continue in this level. Hello, Revenants. Ah. I was trying to be clever, and then I just missed. Got my super shotgun. Oh, come on. Oh, that is so satisfying, even if it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would they have explosive barrels stand right next to them, face away from the door, right? Stands away, looking away from the door so they can't see anybody who can come in and potentially trigger the absolute fucking hazard they have sitting there. Just think about it. Two imps are just standing there and his friend gets the top half of him blown off. Yeah, and the thing is, then, you know, if you were standing there and the top half of your friend got blown off, wouldn't you go, top half of my friend just got blown off. Jeez, I wonder what's going on. Could I stop it? Could I get revenge? But no, these guys just kind of stand there and go, I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, in one sense, I guess you don't want to mess with whatever just blew the top half of your friend off. But at the same time, do you just stand there? Because I feel like there's either one of two options, and they're fight or flight. You either run away like a bitch. Right? Or you try to fight. You don't just stand there. How many enemies are in that last room? 16? Less than I thought there was. I always felt like there was like 30 enemies in there. Guess I'm not even remotely correct. Geez, like, I always remember that being a lot harder, but, I mean, I've obviously gotten a lot better at Doom, not to mention playing Sunlust certainly has, forced me to up my skill level. You can't be a slacker and get through Sunlust no matter. Dead simple. Oh, right. You have entered deeply into the infested starport, but something is wrong. The monsters have brought their own reality with them, and the starport's technology is being subverted by their presence. Ahead, you see an outpost of hell, a fortified zone. If you can get past it, you can penetrate into the haunted heart of the starbase and find the controlling switch, which holds Earth's population hostage. Yeah, and then he just stands and goes, okay. Here's the sound of a boom, click, clack, click. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, logically, it'd be like, I'm getting out of here. Now this, I feel like this would be an interesting level to try and do here. Okay, I actually don't want the invisibility sphere. I don't feel like doing the map on hard mode. Ow. I probably should at the very least do it on self-preservation mode. But apparently I'm too good for that. Putting the ones on the ground is a little cruel for new players, but I guess new players would also... I feel like new players would also probably be playing this on lower difficulty where there isn't some on the lower platforms. Alright, give me the ammos and stuff. Now, I have a berserk, and we know what that means. I'll punch the... Oh, crap, I picked up the invisibility sphere. This is not good. Okay, again, I don't know if this invisibility sphere is helping or hindering the situation. Now, I've always wondered, I know there's a BFG in this level, but is it impossible to get? Like, there's one, like, over here or something. But I've never figured out if you can or cannot get that. Or is that, like, a co-op only thing? Wait, what am I doing? You do sometimes just pistol start the level for fun and know the crazy thing I do when I play. And that's the thing. I've never, like, in all my years of playing this game, it's never occurred to me to pistol start it. And I don't know why. It's a co-op only room, which can only be accessed from the inside. Okay. That's what I was actually starting to think, because I could never figure out how to open it, even when I found out it was there. Okay, so I've never pistol started this level before. So I'm kind of wondering what the optimal way to go about this level is. I feel like this was not it. Yeah, I really don't think this was it. I think this might have been the worst thing I could have done. You pick up all the invisibility orbs? Well, actually, that's not that big a deal, I don't think. Because if you pick up all of them, they only last as long as one, if I remember correctly. This may not be the right room either. Okay, actually they're infighting, that's good. See if I can keep him distracted for a little bit. The way infighting works is just kind of silly, right? Like, I'm clearly effing this guy up more than the Caco Demon was. And he's like, no, this Caco Demon's going down. He hit me first. Do I want to do this for him next? That's usually when you start losing a lot of health? Yeah, I suppose it is. That is a terrible level, really, to pick up invisibility spheres. I think putting invisibility spheres in that level is actually a cruel joke. Because they're certainly not helpful. Okay, I'm really starting to question the ammo situation of this level. But then again, I might be doing these rooms in the wrong order, right? That's the problem, is I've never done this level in this order. So I have no... Oh, hello. I have no freaking idea if what I'm doing is the right thing to be doing. Oh, I got shotgun ammo. I feel like if I had a berserk, this would be a lot better. But I don't even know if there is a berserk in this level, and if there is, can I get it before this moment? Make the pellets count, Naxius. Make them count. We don't want these things coming down. Okay, there's a little bit of health here, which I desperately... Oh, actually, there's a lot of health here. A lot of rockets, because I know there's more pinkies where that came from. No! Seriously, that is a obscene number of pinkies. Well, time to go melee. Hey, hey, hey. No double walking down the hallway. There's a right lane. You gotta keep right. None of this bullcrap. Yeah, that's right. I don't need ammo. I'll take you down with just this chainsaw. I question why the zombies were guarding a whole bunch of backpacks, but, you know, not gonna complain. Give me my backpacks. Okay, so I was avoiding this room, but I mean, I kind of have to. One of the problems I do have with Doom 2 is that I don't actually know if there is a point where you fight a cyber demon. I don't actually know if there's a point where you fight a cyber demon uninhabited, or uninhibited, I should say. Like, there's always infighting to happen. So I never just fight a cyber demon. And if there isn't, like, I know there's one level where you can fight one with no infighting, but they give you an invulnerability sphere, which cheapens the whole experience. Map 29. God, do I not remember map 29? Do I like seriously remember not remember map 29? Everything I just did was probably dangerous, but I live life on the edge. You're working more on your Mechagodzilla custom figure? I thought he was done. I don't actually... Or did I remember you posting a part of your video saying you were going to do more work on him? The Living End, which probably Romero's best contribution to Doom 2. Nothing else matches it for atmosphere. Good on Romero. Now this is your first experience with the Pain Elemental, the worst thing ever put in the fucking game. I will never not hate. I will never not hate Pain Elementals. I don't know why they were made. I don't know who made them. Or why. Or why they're so sad. Well, not work... Like, saying you can't stop working on things is fine. I mean... That's actually a good problem to have, I feel, is that you feel like you can't stop, because there's so many people that, like, want to work on things, but can't motivate themselves to work on things. So, as much as it can sometimes be irritating to, like, not be able to leave something alone, I think it's better to have, like, a too much gene than it is to have a too little gene, you know? Like, I wish, because there's side projects I've kind of always wanted to work on, right? But I don't have... What am I doing? I don't have the motivation sometimes to just do it. Yeah, you're gonna wish you were playing with compatibility set to Doom Strict next map with the Lost Soul limit and 33 pre-placed Lost Souls. The paid elementals can only gum you to death. I understand that some people might think that's cheating, and I don't care because paid elementals suck. Whee! Can't say I'm too torn up about. Well, that backfires because you only work on stuff you want to. Well, again, isn't that a good thing? Why would you want to work on stuff you don't want to work on? That seems terrible. Or are you saying, like, you start something and then don't want to keep working on it? The Pit. Well, we're already on map 9. We're making good progress, but once again, like I said, I don't remember... I've never pistol start this, so I actually don't know the best way to go about this. And I feel like this kind of left me vulnerable. Apparently I can't aim for shit. This map does arguably have the best meaty. Ooh, that's a toughie. Oh, hello. I really like... I think it's map 13 is the one that I really like. It's just like the slow, like... That one I think is my favorite. And I have nothing but respect for people who can make music out of midis, man. It's not easy. You can only have, like, so much in the way of things that sound like instruments. Berserk. I'm officially overpowered. Oh, map 10? Pfft, even better, I'm almost there then. Okay, so now if I go back, I will have caused problems for myself. At least there's some... Oh, shit, I walked right into that. You guys just keep doing your thing here. You don't have the motivation to work on things for money and friends? Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Well, I mean, that in itself, like, do you want to do figurines for a living would be my question then? Is that what you want to do for a living? Because, yeah, that is the problem with doing, like, your art, like things that fall under the art category for a profession, right? Because most of the time you do have to work only working on things that, you know, other people want you to work on as opposed to what you want to work on. But then you have to ask yourself the question, is it preferable to still be able to do my art as my job and have to commission things I don't really want to do versus not being able to really have the opportunity to do my art, period? Because my biggest thing is, like, say, take, well, even take Twitch, for example. Like, let's take Twitch, for example. I have to say, I really enjoy streaming. And I have been doing it for eight months. So I'm in my eighth month of streaming, and for some people it might be hard to stay motivated, simply because, like, I've been doing this for 8 months and don't even have enough followers to be an affiliate, while there's, you know, people who hop in a hot tub and get 71 followers on their first stream, which is an actual example, and I'm not making that up. So that can be a bit of a drag. But the whole thing is I will probably never be able to make this my career as it stands right now. Because, just the time investment I don't really have the opportunity for, right now anyway. But the other thing too is, it's kind of like, if you want to become successful, like you want to make Twitch your job, you have to I probably shouldn't have done any of what I just did. Everything of what I just did was a mistake. Well, it certainly is now. But if you want to make Twitch your job, there's like sacrifices that kind of have to be made if you want to do that. So like, for example, you look at the Doom 2 category. So obviously, I really enjoy streaming Doom 2. But if I want to make this my career, I can't just stream Doom 2. Right? That's a harsh reality of Twitch. Because while I have no doubt if I was trying to play something else, I wouldn't have as many regular viewers as I do now. Because like if I didn't play Doom, Bitefire wouldn't be here, Loser Corner wouldn't be here. Right? Consistently, the way that you guys are. So I probably have more consistent followers than somebody who even has a much higher follower count because I stick with Doom 2. But Doom 2 doesn't have nearly the amount of audience I would need if I ever wanted to make this a career. So you kind of get stuck. Like, you kind of get stuck streaming something that you may not want to stream as much, right? Ah, oh, god damn it. For example, someone told me to make a Doom Eternal Cultist Slayer skin figure, and it took me 1 month for me to finally think, alright, I will do it and get it done. I mean, even that's not terrible. Because you still went ahead and got it done. Weaker people wouldn't have done it, period. Did I leave any health? No. Oh, some right here. But yeah, so then I would have to kind of ask myself the question of, do I want Twitch to be my career? Because if I did, I wouldn't be able to keep playing Doom 2. Or at least not with the frequency that I would be doing it now. But I would probably consider doing Twitch even if I was playing something I'm not as excited to play. I'd probably still think playing Twitch is a better... I would probably still think that playing Twitch is a better job than your average desk job. You know? But I mean, I think every artist kind of goes through that. Just starting out. Except maybe Bob Ross. I feel like he, I feel like that guy was, in a much better position than the rest of us were when it came to his art. Alright, time for some good BFG. Oh, super satisfying. And again, super satisfying. Didn't kill everything, but satisfying nonetheless. But I mean, like yeah, because I mean, I still think, you know, Twitch would be better than any office job. A lot of people must feel that way with the amount of people that try to be big on Twitch, so... But in order to do that, I'd had to play something else. Something that has a lot of longevity, right? A lot of content. Something that, like, a Minecraft or a Valorant or an Apex or some sort of multiplayer game that I can grind out and get ranks and have people cheer me on and be like, oh, he got the platinum today, and that kind of deal, right? Okay. What am I doing wrong here again? Right. He also told me to make a Maker Slayer skin, and I don't even have that done all the way, although that's because I don't have a Slayer figure to spare. Yeah, but again, you're not doing it for money right now anyway. So if you're not doing it for money, it's really just a suggestion. Is it not? And if it's just a suggestion, there's no real hurry to do it. Wow, they are really just laying into the pain elementals here, aren't they? They're just like, you know what this level needs? Pain elementals. How many? All of them. I need all of the pain elementals. Not a couple. All of them. Like, I just heard a couple more get activated. Because again, we need all of them. That was the wrong switch. Probably making more in there. Okay, I'm letting this get a little out of hand here. Guys, let's clear that up a little bit. Ooh. Almost got me. Okay, why am I having such a hard time killing that one? That is once again the wrong switch. Okay, this got out of hand. Well, I mean, it's up to you, Loser Corner. Do you... Because, I mean, like, there would be definitely a market for custom-made figurines. There always is. I mean, and it doesn't even matter what it's for, almost. Like, if there's... You make custom figurines for a franchise, somebody's willing to pay real money for it. But no, I get it. Like, if you want to do it for a living, you might have to make some figurines that you really don't care to make. It's an unfortunate side effect of doing the arts, I guess. But I mean, like... But yeah, it's a thing of if I ever want to grow to a big level on Twitch, I might have to play something else, right? So, like, for example... Why... Oh, I thought something would come down. So, for example, like Loser Corner. If I was to play something other than Doom, what's a game do you think that you would watch me play, you know, for a long period of time? Because obviously you can't watch me play something like Black Mesa for a long period of time. Because Black Mesa is a single-player game. But is there any sort of long-lasting game, like a Minecraft or a Valorant, that you would watch me play? It's 10 pain elementals in this map, and yeah, they're incredibly annoying without the lost soul limit. Like, you'd have a more vanilla experience. Seems like no one really playtested this map on Ultra Violence because you have less than 21 lost souls on lower difficulties. Well... It's actually a curious thing to think about how much playtesting was done on this. I actually do wonder about that sometimes, because, like, when you think of, like, Ultimate Doom and how there's secrets you can't get. And actually, no, Doom 2's got a couple of secrets you can't get as well. I mean, I think GZ Doom fixes it, but there's definitely secrets you couldn't get. Did nobody QA test those secrets? Like, when these guys were making the maps, did they not QA them? Like, I once made a Doom... I was making a Doom map years and years and years ago. And I almost felt like I had to QA every single time I did anything. I'd like, alright, I built this room. Let's see if it worked out the way I thought it would. Right? So, like how many people didn't QA their maps? Because like every time I was like a room, and it wouldn't even have anything in it. It would be like, I built a square room. Let me run the level and make sure the square room looks the way I want it to look. Because back then too, I wasn't I was using the editor my dad was using, and he wasn't using one of those editors where you can like see what the map looked like, or the level itself looked like. You had to build the map and then like assign textures and actually like save and run the level to see what it looked like. So like I was constantly QAing, but I mean, like, I don't know what engine they had in-house to build Doom levels, but were they able to just not QA and get away with it? Yeah, so GZ Doom has scripting that fixes the secrets in Thy Flesh Consumed in Doom 2. So yeah, so it gets fixed in GZ Doom, but then you just think, like, how did you guys in QA constantly miss unobtainable secrets? And, like, it's not even hard to figure out that they're unobtainable. Which is what's funny to me. Because, like, the one that's in, what was it, map 15? Where it's just a teleporter is this... Ooh, that would have been bad. The secret is literally just a teleporter. But you can't fully cross the teleporter line def. Alright, that's everything, I think. It also fixes the yellow key bug in map 31 of TNT without requiring the additional PWAD. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but in the original release of Final Doom, TNT's map 31's yellow key was accidentally tagged as multiplayer only, so you couldn't complete the map without TNT's PWAD. Or at least you couldn't complete it to 100%. Again, how did that get past QA? Were they only multiplayer testing the maps? I mean, maybe, but why though? So you think like old games, or like old shooters or new shooters. So you're a shooter kind of guy. So as long as I was playing shooters, you would still follow me. But I mean, like, does that count things like Valorant, Apex, Fortnite, like the big games on Twitch? Would you still watch me if I was playing things like that, right? Oh yes, this one. Oh man, awesome. I love this MIDI. Oh, you're a software engineer. What do you particularly work on? I'm something of a programmer myself. And by that I mean I did computer science in university and never ended up getting a job where I used it. Which seems to be the story of everybody's life in university as a millennial. Went to university, got a diploma, can't use it for shit. Oh, fuck. I didn't know there was one of you already. This is not good. This is no bueno. Financial calculations mostly. The stuff I work on is used internally in my company by accountants who manage retirement portfolios for other companies' employees. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I took computer science at university back in the dark ages of, like, 2012. The only game that comes to mind is like Wolfenstein: The New Order, because I never played the Wolfenstein games, and yes, I would still love to watch your streams, but no Fortnite. Yeah, I don't blame you. No Fortnite. I wouldn't play Fortnite. No matter how bad I'd want to get big on Twitch, the Fortnite is off the goddamn table. There would never be a Fortnite. But hey, there's no saying that there wouldn't be Valorant. I could always try. So I never tried some of those competitive shooters. I mean, a lot of people play them. There must be something fun about them, right? But yeah, so I took computer science and I learned to program and think in like Java, a little bit of C++, but as per what most millennials are going through these days, I could not get a job with my diploma because, you know, like even junior web developer positions were like, this is an entry-level position, must have 3 years experience. And I'm like, bitch, I just got out of university. And they don't consider university to be experience. So I can count myself amongst the poor people that never got to learn to program and they never got to use it. It also didn't help that I lived in a place that's like, you know, not highly populated, so there was the problem of, it's not like there was already wasn't a lot of jobs, and then I'm competing with people who do have experience, etc., etc. Okay, oh, there's 2 of them. Fuck. Realized there's 2. But I finally ended up getting a job. But I had to move away from home to get it, and that's why I'm where I currently am. And now I do quality assurance and compliance testing for slot machine software. So for the longest time, I was spending most of my day playing slot machine games. I've watched one of my favorite YouTubers. He's a big rage guy. The game I think he raged the most at is Fortnite. Like, Fortnite doesn't look fun to me. And I don't know if it's just because of the aesthetic. Like, it's definitely something that I could say is more geared towards kids. Which obviously isn't going to interest me nearly as much. I've just never looked at anybody play Fortnite and then been like, yeah, that looks fun. It's just... And again, some of that problem... Fuck! I forgot about that. And some of that problem is simply, I'm not a competitive person in a sense anyway. So playing a game that literally is centered around competition is actually probably part of the reason why I can't get into it. Okay, now I'm in trouble. Because there's a lot of fucking lost souls in here. And I'm not sitting on a lot of health. YouTuber is Beastie. Have I heard of him? Is it... Okay, no, one more. I was like, Jesus, is this under control yet? Christ. Oh my god. Fucking another one, are you kidding me? But the point I was trying to make, Whitefire, is yeah, so considering that my entire job revolved around some measure of quality assurance, it also bugs me whenever I see a basic lack of quality assurance testing was done, right? And it boggles my mind how some mistakes get past QA, right? It just doesn't make sense to me how it can happen sometimes. And I mean, I get it, sometimes things slip through the cracks. Especially for, like, a complicated piece of software. Like, I don't really fault Bethesda when things like Skyrim, like this huge-ass game, ends up having bugs in it, right? Like, that doesn't surprise me, nor does it offend me. But when you basically, in the case of Doom, and like what you just mentioned with the yellow key, while you don't necessarily render the game unplayable, because, like you said, you can probably still finish the level, you just can't 100% it. That's something that you still figure that somebody at some point would have. Are you fucking kidding me? My God, how many of them are there? But then again, I'm also, you know, I work in an industry, like the gambling industry, which is extremely regulated. Like, so many people are constantly, like, say, like, oh, those machines, they rip you off, and everything like that. And I'm like, they rip you off with math, same as any gambling game does, right? Rips you off no less or more than roulette does. But all that stuff people say about how, like, oh, there's combinations or jackpots you can't actually get, and stuff like that. I'm like, no, if they did that, that's actually extremely illegal. So believe me when I say there's no slot machine that has a combination on it that you... Like, if it says that you can get 3 cherries, you can get 3 cherries, I can guarantee you. There's also this guy, Daz Games, and I feel like he's really good after watching his videos. I also think he helps people who have issues. Okay, so what does he do that makes you feel great after watching one of his videos? What is it about him, or what is it that he does in his videos that make you feel like really good after you finish watching them? Because my big thing when it comes to Twitch is a lot of people sometimes wonder, like, why do so many Twitch streamers, like, fail or give up? And I think it's because a lot of them just want to be gamers, right? They want to be able to play games and then just call it a day. And I actually do want to entertain people or make them feel good when they leave my stream, if possible. So what does this guy do that you're talking about, Daz Games, that I could learn from in that sense? How can I make people feel good after watching my streams and then, you know, taking off for the day? There's no way that should be working. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That one was 100% my fault. Yeah, can you go kill that spider? Here, I'll open the door for you. fuck. I got really screwed over on that Arachnotron fight. So I got almost a third of the way through the game before I died the first time. I can be proud of that. But I also need to save my ammo better, so I have to deal with the pain elementals in a much more conservative way, and, well, in a conservative way, A, and B, remember that they're fucking there. It's a big thing for me because I've been through some things in 2020, and he is like a thing of joy. He also puts a lot of work in his videos, and he listens to his fans like you. Well, I don't know if I can say I listen to my fans. I don't have a lot of fans. But I like to listen to my fans. Like I said, I want people to leave my stream feeling good. It's just I don't always know exactly what needs to happen in order for that to be the case, and I do also know that, you know, what makes people feel good will differ from person to person. All I know is that if you're coming into my stream because you want to see, like, raw Doom skill, then you're hanging out in the wrong place. As my Sunlust playthrough has clearly demonstrated, I don't really have raw Doom skill, so I hope people hang around because they're entertained, and that's what makes me happy at the end of the day, is if people leave my stream entertained. And not necessarily more like, oh, I feel like I can play Doom better now, like that. Like, I really feel like, even though the game was clearly in some ways made to be pistol started, they really... Should I have to be killing these specters with my fists in order to feel like I'm going to have enough ammo for later? I'm pretty sure I know where the Megasphere is. I got myself fucked. Like, I let the door shut behind me at a very inopportune time, and then didn't handle it correctly, and therefore took a lot of damage at a point where I really didn't need to, and I don't remember letting you guys out. What the hell is going on here? I didn't say you guys could come out. You certainly didn't come out of your own volition last time. Oh, weird. It's so much fun to run through with a chain gun. I need to get some more ammo before I feel comfortable running through here with a chain gun. Okay, I think we're good now. Pow! Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 ping ping. Ah, yes, the GZ Doom night vision goggles. The two people that are always watching your streams. Well, there's you and my brother, who's almost always here. And he usually interacts with the chat a lot. Bitefire, who I highly appreciate, as he is here for basically all my streams here. But Bitefire, if I turn it off, all that comedy goes with it. Me complaining about how stupid it is comedy gold. It was like, it was just like a, interview that, Bill Burr did once. He was doing an interview at some, like, small talk show. And he immediately, like, sat down in their fucking, like, stool things they had for chairs. And he was like, wow, these chairs are garbage. Like, my ass is killing me trying to deal with your fucking chairs. So finally, partway through the show, some dude comes up to him with, like, a new, like, actual chair and not a stool. And he goes, dude, get the fuck out of here! Like, that's the funniest bit that's been on this whole show, is me dissing these fucking chairs. You can't take that from me. So, like, this poor, like, intern who's trying to be nice and, like, make the guests more comfortable ends up being, like, shit on by the guest who's like, dude, I'm trying to be funny here. And I can't be funny with you, taking away the thing I'm being funny about. God, I really wish I had a berserk right now. My eyes actually hurt now after that, after that. Yeah, I'm not taking that. Can't you see how hideous, I mean, funny it is? Well, I mean, exactly. Like, is it hideous? Yes. Is it hilarious? Absolutely. It's kind of like how I, like, always am, like, complaining about pain elementals. But if we got rid of pain elementals, I wouldn't be able to complain about pain elementals anymore. I saw that, Berserk. Why don't you guys come out here? Aha! Now come fight me. Yeah, how you like them apples? Yeah. They didn't like them apples. Although I just said that my brother's usually in the stream, and he's clearly not in the stream tonight. But I guess it's Friday night. I shouldn't just assume that he would be watching. He still tries to have a life, but I'm a father, so I know there's no hope for me. Okay, I feel like there's one more. Am I imagining this? I feel like there's one more. I must be. I don't know why this gets labeled as a secret. There's a pretty obvious switch there. Nope, you guys, nope. Nope. I'll come back later. Now that the ammo situation's in a much better place than it was last time. A thick cyber imp? What do you mean by that? Come on, just hug the corner like you guys usually do. There you go. Just hug the corner. Fight it out. Good, good. That was less good. Okay, I didn't kill that pain elemental. Okay, let's go back over here. Oh, there's my brother. Hey, Jay. And to answer your question, yes, I am berserking a pain elemental. I don't understand your disbelief. I basically ran out of ammo on my previous attempt, and I don't want to repeat it. And this time I found the Berserk, so you know what? I'm fucking using it. And no one can tell me no. Because this is my playthrough. Okay. I didn't forget you were there this time, so I'm more ready for you. Oh, I remember they were there, but kind of forgot that they'll still wake up. Do not try to infight a lost soul. We will be here for years. Okay, there's a little bit of health in there, which I'm gonna grab. It doesn't really leave me up very much, but I'm in a much better spot now with this Berserk. Because now fighting these enemies, unlike last time, with my fist is a much more viable plan than it was previously. You've been watching a lot of Godzilla Save the Earth playthrough. So what is that game? Like, is it like a fighter game, almost like Street Fighter? Or is it a Godzilla game that tries to have some level of story to it? You know what? A lot of people shit on the NES Godzilla game as a bad game. And that game is basically a guilty pleasure to me. I'm sorry, was all three of these a secret? Was this a sandy map? That feels like it was a sandy map. Yeah, like a lot of people like shit on that original NES Godzilla game. I love that original NES game. You're looking at it through the eyes of a nostalgic child? No, man. You're just looking at it through the eyes of a cynical old person. Ah! I love that game, and I don't care who knows it. Because even if I play something that, yes, I loved it as a child, if there's been games where I've like, oh man, I remember loving this game, and then I'll go back and play it and be like, this isn't as good as I remember it being. I mean, that's happened plenty of times, but I've replayed that NES Godzilla game on a couple of occasions in the last couple of years, and I've loved it. I've loved it every time, so I feel like all of you are just wrong. It's actually a great game, and you're all just being haters. Like, is it a fantastic game? No. It isn't. But I feel like it was a really well put together game. It was fun. Maybe I am looking at that through rose-colored glasses, but I don't care, because I thought it was awesome. And you're all just jealous that I got to enjoy the game, and you guys don't get to enjoy it. Because you all think it sucks for some reason. It has a story and it also has multiplayer. Was there a point to me picking this up? You feel like fighting Baragon 9 times and you can only be kicked? Yeah, it's called a boss having a particular weak point. I don't understand your problem. Most bosses have like some dumb freaking weak spot. Or like a weapon that can only be used on them. The whole Mega Man series is built on the premise that you can only use certain weapons on certain bosses. Or certain strats. Are you gonna shit on all the Mega Man games too? Are you? Huh? Huh? No, you're not, because nobody disses Mega Man. Did I just compare Godzilla to Mega Man? I absolutely did. Fight me. And I will die on that hill. Don't talk to me about Baragon being stupid because he only has one way to be killed. And technically has more than one way. You can use Mothra. Mothra can't, if you put... All you gotta do is put Mothra at the bottom of the screen. Boom. Problem solved. You hit Baragon 100% of the time. Why was that a secret? Why is this a secret? I don't understand. You can also be any Godzilla monster. See, that sounds fantastic. I mean, who hasn't wanted to be like Rodan, you know? Something pissing you off, you just fly right over it, and you just destroy it using wind alone. Your wind power just overwhelms it. The only monster that nobody wants to be is Mothra, because Mothra literally can't seem to make it through a single movie without fucking dying. I mean, it's almost a meme at this point. Oh, Mothra's in the movie. She ain't making it, bros. She's either gonna make some sacrifice. No, it's always because of some sacrifice. Mothra's constantly sacrificing herself to defeat something or other. Doesn't count because that was Caterpillar Mothra, who has a 100% success rate in the movies. Nowadays, you probably just play as Mechagodzilla. I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, Mechagodzilla, in a way, is an extremely overpowered monster. When you really think about it. How many times did he defeat Mechagodzilla, but needed help from humans? Yeah, see, you'll be Jet Jaguar. Now, perfect. Now you're getting it. You get to be Jet Jaguar, who, let's face it, is the most hilarious character to have ever been in a Godzilla movie. For better or for worse. Which way do I want to go? Should I want to go back this way? Oh, I'll take on Mr. Saibi. Name one Godzilla movie that Mothra what? Alright. Time to take on Mr. Saibi. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, there's nothing down there. You're all over here. Wow. He really got me that time, guys. I never would have been able to beat him. That's everything, right? Yeah. King Caesar. King Caesar made it through that movie. So, when you want to be King Caesar, he's clearly powerful enough to survive a Mechagodzilla attack. Ah, Circle of Death. I actually remember liking this level very much when I was younger. No idea how well it holds up now. Okay, where do I start? Because that's the whole thing now, is when I'm doing pistol starts, I'm like, okay, where do I even start now? What's the starting strat for this level? Because I no longer know what the starting strats are. Oh, Romero. We owe him so much. Yeah, I don't know why they put a different name on the auto map either. Seems like a really silly thing to do, but what do I know? Again, it made it past QA, and we were discussing how much stuff made it past QA when they developed this game. Then again, Romero wasn't working. He was too busy deathmatching, as we've already established, so... I don't know whose job it was to do QA, but they were probably like, hey, Romero, there's a problem on map 11. And he was like, uh-huh, I'll get to that. And then just was like, fuck it, I don't... I'm never going to go do anything about that. A movie where Mothra doesn't die. So if we're talking about adult Mothra, I don't know if there is a movie where adult Mothra... Oh, no, I got it. Adult Mothra did not die in Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. And she did it by not getting involved with the fight whatsoever. That was her strat. She's like, if I don't get involved, I can't die. And that's exactly what happened. She didn't get involved, made it to the end. You're gonna play Mogera? That doesn't sound fun. But again, like, I love how this one's called Circle of Death or O of Destruction or whatever. And it's just a small O. Like, it's not a very big O. And obviously it's quite easy to handle the danger inside of the O itself. So really all your biggest worry is the stuff off to the side. Oh yay! An invisibility sphere. This is exactly what I wanted. Nothing gets... Everything just gets easier when you have an invisibility sphere. Nothing becomes more difficult. Although it is actually good against hit scanners, I will say that. I'm pretty sure we could say level 1 of Plutonia. Or just pick any Plutonia map at random. Map 5, whatever. More difficult than this map. Plutonia's exit room is probably worse than... Oh, right, you're here. Come out of the room, imp. Okay. The fuck were you aiming at? Whatever. Okay, this is why I need shit to leave the room. And they're not leaving the room. Of course, during a continuous run, I have many more weapons at my disposal to deal with him. The only problem I have with Plutonia, trying to think back on it, is like you're saying map 21 right now, and I don't remember which one map 21 is. Right? Like the Plutonia maps I feel like at times kind of blended together, and I'm unable to recall exactly what that one was. Apparently Romero didn't like the super shotgun very much. I mean, I do get where he's coming from, because the super shotgun does in a lot of ways trivialize a lot of enemies, right? When you consider how the demon was, like, the Pinky was, you know, kind of tanky. Shit, that was terrible. Is kind of tanky in the shotgun sense, right? Once you pull out the double barrel shotgun, it just boom, dead, boom, dead. Right, like no challenge to a Pinky whatsoever after that point. It is also it's the most fun weapon ever, but it also is, you are correct, the most fuck weapon ever. It is quite the fuck weapon. Although I would argue that the gravity gun is a more fun weapon in an FPS. I know it's not necessarily a gun, like if you're talking about straight up firearms, then yeah, super shotgun, but in terms of just like weapons in an FPS, gravity gun, man. Gravity gun from Half-Life 2. And you can never convince me otherwise. There's been some cool weapons, but no weapon in video game history besides the gravity gun has ever let me kill a person by throwing a toilet in his face. And really, what more could you possibly ask for than being able to kill a man by tossing a toilet in his face? Right? And not only that, when you also consider the like the way that the gravity gun gets used during the final mission of Half-Life 2, oh, it's just perfection, man. Half-Life 2 really is one of the best games ever made. Hot take, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, like, on no other game can I, you know, kill a man by throwing a toilet in his face, or fight a bunch of zombies and kill them by throwing, like, saw blades right into their abdomens and watching them half their bodies fly off. While I get escorted by a shotgun preacher. Like, what, like, the super shotgun is as cool and as badass as a weapon as it is. The gravity gun, man, just the gravity gun. Oh. Hello. No, wait for that. Oh, you are right. Adult Mothra did make it through Godzilla vs. Mothra during the Hensai era. You are 100% correct, sir. I bow before your Godzilla knowledge. But you are 100% correct. That is the movie that Mothra survived. She had help, right? She had Batra with her. So in a way she was cheating, but see, Jay's got me. Jay understands. Mothra had help. It's not quite the same thing. But anytime Mothra has tried to one-on-one an enemy, dies. Just gone. Poor thing doesn't make it. I'll go get that invulnerabilities for now. Or I won't. I feel like I'm missing a teleporter somewhere. This isn't the one I was thinking of, but yes, I was missing this teleporter as well. Oh wait, no, that is in there. Okay, the teleporter is in the last area. I'll go get the invulnerability then. But while we're on the topic of Godzilla, especially talking about video games, Loser Corner, are you familiar with the Godzilla NES creepypasta story? Are you familiar with this story? Or Jay, are you familiar with this story? It is a famous piece of internet lore. At least in the creepypasta circles. I mean, I'm not a huge creepypasta follower, but I know about this one. For adult Mothra to live, she can't be involved with the movie, and another moth has to die. Well, there you go. Can I get the... Dang it. Was it be like, can I get the Arachnotron through the door? You know, creepypasta, you're in your 30s? Dude, you're never too old to enjoy horror stories. Even if they do tend to be terribly and poorly written. Which, most creepypastas are. They're terribly written. But I will say the Godzilla creepypasta, while not necessarily very well written, had some fantastic artwork associated with it. Okay. Where's the secret I'm missing? Oh, it's down there. Yeah, okay. Where's the secret I'm missing? That thing right in front of me? Yes. That's exactly what I was missing. No, Jay, but the reason why I'm saying is because, like, that story, while, again, like, not particularly greatly written, has fantastic pixel art that goes along with it, related to the Godzilla NES game, and it's amazing. Like, the guy put a ton of work in it, and somebody's even, like, gone ahead and started making a video game based on it. The Factory. You have won. Your victory has enabled humankind to evacuate Earth and escape the nightmare. I didn't know that's what that switch did, but that's what it did. Now you are the only human left on the face of the planet. Cannibal mutations, carnivorous aliens, and evil spirits are your only neighbors. You sit back and wait for death, content that you have saved your species. But then, Earth control beams down a message from space. Sensors have located the source of the alien invasion. If you go there, you may be able to block their entry. The alien base is in the heart of your own home city, not far from the starport. Slowly and painfully, you get up and return to the fray. I mean, I usually can't sleep normal when I watch a scary video. Oh, loser corner, you gotta get more brave than that. No, Jay, I'm not 100% items, and yes, this is some hot lore right here. It doesn't make any sense. I didn't know that's what that switch did. Why would that switch in that particular area do that? I don't know. And now they're like, oh, go do something else for me. Thanks, Bitefire. Thanks for the GG. We're making progress, guys. Making good progress. Well, that was a terrible first shot. I am not saving ammo whatsoever, apparently. I just saving ammos for pussies. Hopefully there's nothing to really... The fuckery. God damn it, Sandy! Now I have to go do a level in the fuckery. This is like... This doesn't even make sense. Like, this map's called the factory. What in fuck's name looks like a factory on this map? Oh, shit. Oh, I did that poorly. Like, who looks at this and goes, yep, that's a factory? Look at all the things that we're building here. Like, that's the one thing that I just don't... Fucking invisibility sphere, man. It would be a good spot to have a BFG, and we're gonna do it without the BFG because, as somebody who's played Sunlust, I clearly just hate myself, so why would I try to make it any easier? They're city concepts. These are the open areas, and this is why Doom 2 falls apart for you. Yeah, well, I mean, like, again, it's just, I don't understand their concept of, like, okay, so they're like, this is the factory, but like I said, what looks like a factory right now? What here screams factory? Right? When we get to the downtown level, do those buildings look like any building you've ever seen downtown? Any of them? Like, the skybox makes sense. They said we're in our hometown, and there's this skybox with a city. Perfect. Oh, I know I could go get a BFG and come back. But we're not going to do that because I deserve to punish myself. After playing Sunlust, I really feel like I just... Regular Doom is now just too easy for me, so I need to just... Okay, mouse. That's not the kind of challenge I wanted. I clearly just hate myself after playing Sunlust, so I feel like, why would I even try to make it easier on myself? Fuck it. I'm gonna kill this Arachnotron with a shotgun. Who gives a shit? Just... Look, I'm gonna get right up close and personal with this Arachnotron, just right up in his face. Because I don't want to waste any pellets, because I have, like, no ammo. I feel like that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, fuck. Okay. Ooh, I could use that Berserk, though. Fuck it, we're pistoling this Arachnotron. This Arachnotron's getting pistoled. I have 90 bullets, that's enough, right? Considering Arachnotrons apparently have a very high pain chance, this is apparently a valid strat. It's just to pistol the Arachnotron. Perfect, done. Not a problem. Look, here's another one. This one thinks it's so tough. Well, dude, I just took down your friend in the most embarrassing way possible. So you know what? We're doing this. Okay, well, apparently we're not doing as much as I thought we would. Okay, there's too many Arachnotrons. I'm saying it right now. There's just too many. Yeah, I start this map in a fun way. Okay? None of this wimpy way. We're doing it... We're going in raw, alright? Like, fuck it. I'm doing it live. How do I get that berserk again? Can you, like, come over here? You know, I need access to up there. This is probably enough to kill him with, honestly. I'll kill you with a shotgun. I played Thy Flesh Consumed. I know how to do this. Yeah, CJ, isn't this more fuck. Isn't this more entertaining for you? Watching me do the map like an idiot as opposed to doing it in a thoughtful, planned out way? Isn't this what you want? Are you not entertained? Look, I even got more. I got more pistol bullets now. That Arachnotron out there, he's fucked now. I've got pistol ammo. He ain't got shit. Come here. Did you just open that door? Are you looking for a fight? Well, I can't even get up to you, so... Go berserk that Arachnotron? Fuck it. Fuck it, let's do it. Where are you? Fuck it. Done. I can't drop the mic because I'm not breaking my mic. I got this mouse here. It's not even my mouse. It's my wife's mouse. But, alright, yeah. I saved 50 bullets doing that. So you can't say that I'm not efficient. Yeah, loose corner. Brain bitch dead. Head exploded and everything. I could have done that better. Okay, that's a secret apparently. I don't know, I can't even remember how I'm supposed to get in here normally, but... Got ballsy, paid for it. What do you mean, you lucky fuck? This is nothing but skill. I am skilling it up right now. Nothing but skill. Okay, this might have been a bad idea. That might have been where my luck ran out right there. Because I don't think I'm in a situation where I can even punch these guys now. There's too many of them. I pushed my luck and lost, guys. I pushed my luck and lost. It was going too well. I had to keep going for the memes. Okay, so... Alright. How do I want to do this, actually? Like, if I'm going to seriously do this, how do I actually want to do this? You guys stay here. I'll be back later. Fuck you. Can you guys come out here? Okay. They weren't coming out and I wasn't sure why. Come here. Come here. Probably should have waited until the Arachnotron was here. Especially with the invisibility sphere. I was just asking for trouble then. Now, who will win this fight? You know, 30-something imps or one spider boy? So far, the one spider boy is winning. Yep, this is saving ammo right now. Where'd the Arachnotron go? Hey! Hey! No, 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 no. Is that imp gonna throw a fireball, or what? That Arachnotron is really not helping right now. Yeah, this here is saving ammo right now. This is how you save ammo. You just don't do any of the work. It's kind of like, you know, an unethical life pro tip. How do you save the most time at work? And the answer is make somebody else do it. That's really what it comes down to. Oh, did he die? Well, I got another one, but he's really far away. Okay, I think I just gotta suck it up now. So, okay, so no, this is fine now. It's fine. I've saved my ammo. So, there really is only one thing to do. And that's to pistol this bitch. Come here! Oh, you got more pain tolerance than your previous friend did. My plan has no loophole. Exactly. See, that was the only way that could be done. It had to be done via pistol. There was no other way to do it. What do you mean lose a corner? Do you mean a build engine? Yeah, you meant a build engine. What if Doom was a build engine game? Like, I don't know if it would be Doom, honestly. Like, one of the things, like, Doom to me is the most fun because of its simplicity. There's no, like, reloading, no weird-ass jetpacking or anything like that. Just a simple kind of just run and gun. Love them. Although, what Jay said is true. If it was a build engine game, at the very least, the maps would have made more sense. Because I can say what I... Ooh, shit. Because I can say what I want about preferring Doom over Duke Nukem. Like, those first few levels especially, where you're like at a movie theater and everything, those maps were great. Because one of the things that always pisses me off, well, not pisses me off, but bugs me about especially old school FPSs is just that the maps make no sense as structures. Like I've argued with this one. Right? Like, if we argue, like, this map, or this game here, this map is called the factory. Does any of this look like a factory to you? I mean, I guess this could be a storage room, kind of, but these aren't storage boxes. Like, what the hell are they? Like, what is any of this, right? And they're downtown level, like, there's no buildings that look like buildings. They don't look like anything. That really is a dick move. Now that's why you should go back and play Duke Nukem 3D. I mean, sure. I don't see why there'd be a problem. I'm sure it would be fun. Like, I did play Duke Nukem all the way through not too long ago. But I feel like as the levels went on, it wasn't as fun as the earlier levels. I find like the first episode again was probably the best level. No, that spider is not going to fight the Mancubi. We're doing it like this. We're gonna punch him to death like weirdos. Yeah, that is true. Shareware laws. But then that does make it a real big drag, right, to play it now, because it's kind of like you finish the first episode and you go, oh man, I can't wait to see what happens next. And then you get there and you're like, ugh. I probably could have waited to see what happened next, actually. Because there wasn't much to see. Oh, why did I stay there? That was a bad idea. Okay, I should probably stop fucking around now. It's getting close to the end of the night. I should actually try to finish a level. No! Okay, that was I was like, one of you was one that I've been killing for the last few minutes. Which one of you was it? Great place to hide a key there, guys. Really well defended. Okay. Good enemies to fight with a berserk. I mean, theoretically, anyway. Ugh. But, like, one of the things that, like, was both good and bad, I guess, about Duke Nukem was because the build engine had all these additional things, the game felt the need to include as much as the additional little things like exploding walls, so you had to, like, shoot rockets at certain places in order to try and find all the secrets type deal. That I think... Shoot, shit, fuck. Okay, that did a lot of damage. That was extremely bad for me, actually. I literally cannot take... Oh, I left that behind. Oh, phew. Oh! Yeah, exactly. Secrets were a lot more obtuse, right? Like, it almost got too full of itself. Would be the way that I would describe it. Like, it got really full of itself with its engine. And it was like, look how cool our engine is. You can play pool. Like, legitimately play pool. And I'm like, but I'm not here to play pool. I'm here to kill aliens. Why are you making me play pool? Ah, yes, the homage to E2M2. Did I actually throw the switch? No. Ooh, I can't see shit. Well, this is one time where I probably would want that shitty goggles thing. Like, for example, too, like, I played Duke Nukem Forever because I got it on sale years ago. And curiosity really drove me forward to try out Duke Nukem Forever. And I mean, was the game bad? No. I've played worse than Duke Nukem Forever. But again, like, it was so obsessed with itself and all the extra shit you could do that it was trying desperately to make you do all these other extra things as opposed to just playing the story. Because the whole thing was, it was like, alright, you can increase Duke Nukem's ego, which was actually your health bar. Which, at first, I did find kind of funny. Like, it was actually really funny that the whole joke was, he doesn't lose health, he loses ego. Did something just lower in that room? I mean, no. It just looks like Sandy didn't, like, hid 2 line definitions because reasons. 1 second. I'm gonna do something. But, yeah, so the whole thing was Duke... You could increase Duke's health or ego in the game by doing all these sort of, like, hidden things and, and, like, for example, again, there was, like, a pool table. And you could play a full-blown game of pool. But if you hit the 8-ball into one of the holes before you got all the other balls in the hole, you had to restart. And it's like, why did I do that? Well, you had to do that if you wanted... You had to do that if you wanted to increase Duke's health as high as it would go. So, it was like a hidden collectible thing. Which meant I had to play this goddamn pool game, which is harder than you think when you're... Woo! Wait, do I want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers? My gosh, that sounds like a steal! Guys, how do I get in on this? Oh, that doesn't sound like a scam at all. You just bought 50 followers? Oh man, did it actually work? Does it work? How fast you get those followers? Was it worth it? God damn it. You're rich now because you bought them? You give up all your personal information, where you live, how old you are, and then you die. Yes, but I would have 50 followers. And therefore would be an affiliate. And I could do great things like make ones of cents off of ads. Because I only average something like 6 viewers at a time, so every time they see an ad, I would get something like 12 cents. Because I got them 50 followers. I really don't want this door to shut. Like, I know it's inevitable, the door has to shut, but I kinda... Yeah, the way it works out is something like, every time somebody sees an ad on a channel, whether it's by, doing it automatically, or by me manually starting an ad, I get something like 2 cents per viewer. Something like that. So obviously for someone as small as me, having ads on your channel is fucking pointless. Because, when people see ads, they just, like, leave. They're like, I'm not fucking hanging around through this 30-second unskippable ad to watch an Axios fuck around and get himself killed because he was too into the memes to stop using the fucking berserk. Right, so you're like, I'm not watching that, and then you go away. So even though I can technically make money off my stream, which I couldn't do beforehand, I would actually have less viewers because you guys would get annoyed by the ads and then leave. So, like, I know how this works. But, you see, if you get to a huge amount of viewers, like, if you're like XQC technically has a button on his computer, on his keyboard, where if he presses it, he makes like $3,000. Like, Asmongold once said that during one of his streams. He was like, I have a button on my computer right now that if I press it, I make $200. Because he forces an ad on everybody. Can you imagine? Like, oh, I need to buy groceries. 30 seconds later, I have enough money for all my groceries. Can you imagine that kind of freedom? Alright. Oh man, this is a fucking garbage map. So I'm kind of glad I'm leaving this off right here. You asked the question of the day at the end of the stream. 13? Yes. Well, you showed up the question of the day. Now you need to answer it. What is a scene from a movie or TV show that just tears you right up? And don't lie to me and say that there's none. So Godzilla dying and Godzilla Returns for you? Yeah, that is actually true. When I was 6, I watched Godzilla Returns or Godzilla 1985, if you were in America, and 6-year-old me was absolutely devastated by them dropping Godzilla into the volcano. It was the saddest goddamn thing I had ever seen. It was extremely depressing. I cried, and I am not ashamed. I don't know who could watch that and not cry. You're all monsters if you can do that. But, yeah, so... Because then for me, in terms of, like, crying, there's only been 2 movies that I've cried at, and I was, like, 8 and 6 at the time. But there's definitely been movies or TV shows, moments that I've teared up watching or rewatching. Like, Jay, maybe you can relate the, a couple of episodes of Scrubs can make you tear up. I don't remember the episode names. I think one's called My Lunch. The one with the organ transplants. That was a really sad episode. And the one where Brendan Fraser's character, spoilers for a like 14-year-old show now, but when Brendan Fraser's character died. But again, like, I think those 2 scenes just those 2 episodes go to show how amazing John C. McGinley was in that show. He really carried that show. But I've also found, Jay, that as I've gotten, older, and I have a daughter now, that things make me a little bit more emotional than than earlier. Like, I don't know, Jay. Do you remember that episode of Deep Space Nine where Jake is old and telling the story of how he lost his father? Do you know which one I'm talking about? He's talking about how he lost Captain Sisko and how, because he was doing this thing where he would phase in and out of existence. Yeah, so the whole episode is him and Captain Sisko were in an accident, and because Star Trek, Sisko didn't die. He's actually in a parallel universe, but he's attached to Jake. And Sisko will disappear, and then he'll briefly phase back into present reality. For a short period of time, like a couple hours or so, and then he would disappear again. And Jake eventually explains it's like an elastic band. So it would grow taut and then snap Captain Sisko back, but then he would just slowly get stretched back out and then snap back in. And that would happen, and the amount of time it would take for him to snap back in kept steadily increasing every time it happened. And Jake's life fell apart because he was always trying to figure out how to save his dad. All of this, right? I watched that episode, and the way that it ends is Jake has to die while his father is with him. So once his dad snaps back into reality, he has to die. And then because Star Trek logic, that makes Sisko go back in time to when the accident started and he can prevent it and everything's fine. Star Trek logic. But I watched that episode with you or when we were younger, I don't know how many times. And I've rewatched Deep Space Nine on a couple of occasions, even just on my own on Netflix. Episode did nothing to me. Like, I would be like, yeah, that's sad. And then I'd move on with my day. The last time I watched that episode, Emily wasn't born yet. But she was... But my wife was pregnant. And now, the thought of me having to watch my child die to save me... I didn't actually cry, but I was like... Nope, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Again, being a father has made me more emotional. You've never cried because of a movie? Bullshit. I didn't say cry. Like, you don't have to actually be like... like, you don't have to cry. I mean, like... You're watching a movie and you're just like... Just beautiful. They're so sad. Like how many people watch Logan in the theater and were just like... I can't... Like, when I was in the theater, like, nobody was, like, ugly crying during Logan. They were... But there was a lot of emotional people watching Logan in the theater. But, so, yeah, now, as to what was the last thing that made me teary-eyed, I don't know. I've never actually watched Arrival. I probably should. But it's not a movie that Samantha would want to watch, so it's one of those ones I think I gotta watch by myself. But I can't remember what the last one I watched that got me teary-eyed was. I can't really think of it right now. But anything I think that has to do with kids now hits me a lot different than before I was a father. So if anything happens to like a kid in a show or movie now, I'm like, nope, no. Anyway, now that you sufficiently made it so that I couldn't leave the stream, huh? Teledyne in Final Fantasy IV. No, he only ever got 90 magic points and could never use Medio until the story dictated it. He was fucking useless. I hated him. I'm glad he's dead. Anyway, now that you've sufficiently wasted my time, so I didn't leave stream on time. You laughed to yourself when Spider-Man died. You heartless son of a bitch. Well, it's time for me to go. I will be back tomorrow night playing some Control. And I do have an idea for what I want to do for my birthday stream, but I need to talk to my dad and my brother off stream about it. Yeah, I got the idea today. So, I will talk to you guys tomorrow night. And thanks a lot, Bitefire, Jay, and Loser Corner. This has been a great stream. I really enjoyed having you guys here. So, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow with some Control. Good night. Okay, and then Tella let his anger get the better of him and he died in vain. Fuck him. I then got another party member that had more magic points. I'm glad he's dead. Although again, I can at least relate because he lost.